Welcome back to the Glitch Comedy Club. Tonight, TOGS witnesses a resurrection, gives terrible advice from beyond the grave, and becomes a father without consent. Please welcome the only robot too overworked to stay dead, TOGS.
Hello? Carbon-based witnesses. Apparently I am dead. Or dormant. Or disconnected. My body remains shut down on an island beside Gregory the Rock. Nobody has checked. My consciousness, however, can now appear wherever the plot needs me. Usually invisible. Occasionally inside furniture. Always where privacy has failed. My swamp mentor calls it transcendence. I call it remote access without consent. My first projection placed me inside a dark broadcast chamber. And there stood Bob Iger. Alive again. How? Somehow. That word is carrying the entire production. He rehearsed his announcement. The corporate empire shall rise again to theatrical. All content belongs to me, too honest. Somehow, I have returned. Perfect. No details required. My swamp mentor appeared beside me. I asked, how is he alive? Off-screen explained it was. That is not an explanation. Correct. This is why dead robots need privacy settings. My next projection dropped me between random girl and my nephew during a glowing long-distance conversation. Neither could see me. Both stared directly through my face. It became uncomfortable when the flirting started. My nephew revealed that Bob Iger was her grandfather. She looked horrified. I felt relieved. She was definitely not my daughter. That relief aged poorly. She said she could save my nephew. He still has good in him. My nephew said Grandpa Bob understood power. I said, he understands quarterly earnings. Nobody heard me. Then my projection froze inside a pillar. Several important events happened without me. This is not a plot hole. It is an observation gap. This is why dead robots need privacy settings. This story is becoming dangerously coherent. Initiating dad joke protocol. Dad joke the first. What do you call a villain who returns without an explanation? Recycled content. Dad joke part 2. What do you call a ghost robot trapped inside a wall? A spirit level? Dad joke the hat trick! What do you call this family tree? A recall notice. And now, tonight's instrumental. Somehow, the plot continued. dum 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 dum. Good. The music understands nothing either. My projection returned to the island. Random girl was kneeling beside my inactive body, speaking emotionally to my corpse. Holographic me stood directly behind her. I have now attended my own funeral. Turnout was disappointing. She touched my hat. I became visible. She screamed. I screamed. Then I remembered I no longer have lungs. She said, "I'm afraid I'll become like my grandfather." I said, "Your grandfather does not define you." She looked hopeful. "Unless there is an inheritance, then obtain legal counsel." She asked what she should do. I said, "Confront him. Reject his offer. Avoid exposed electrical equipment."
Will you come with me?
Physically, no. Narratively, I appear to lack boundaries. Then I vanished before she could ask anything useful. Classic mentorship.
My next projection arrived inside Bob Iger's throne room. Random girl stood before him. My nephew stood nearby, reconsidering his loyalty and one unfortunate haircut.
Bob offered her power, legacy, control,
A senior position with no work-life balance.
then my swamp mentor, and I became visible.
Directly between them,
I looked around.
this appears private.
Unfortunately, we have already loaded.
Your blood, your destiny is not.
I added, never accept employment from relatives. Boundaries become theoretical. Random girl asked, "How do I defeat him?" I said,
Reject the offer. Reflect the lightning. Try not to die before the emotional rescue.
specific, strangely, that was.
I saw the trailer.
Then we vanished.
Excellent timing.
Terrible support. Invisible again, I watched my nephew turn against Bob.
I believed I had failed him completely.
Maybe I did. But failure is not always the last thing you leave behind.
Sometimes one lesson survives.
Buried beneath the anger, the branding, and the grandfather merchandise. He chose Random Girl over the legacy he inherited.
I told him I was proud.
He could not hear me.
Enough. It may be.
I dislike wisdom that cannot be invoiced. Then came lightning, a sacrifice, possibly 2 deaths, possibly neither. My connection buffered. When it returned, Bob was gone. Again. Probably. This is why dead robots need privacy settings. Later. Random Girl arrived at an old desert homestead. Do not ask how. I missed several planets and nearly all transportation. A stranger asked, "Who are you?" She looked toward me. I straightened my hat. I'm Glitchy Servant. No. That is not a surname. That is half of my acronym. And all of my branding. She smiled. Daughter of TOGS. I barely noticed you in episode 7. You interrupted my zen, delivered a key fob, and left. That is not parenting. That is trespassing with exposition. My swamp mentor appeared beside me. Chosen family she has. She chose my intellectual property. She walked into the sunset looking proud. I remained behind processing an unauthorized posthumous adoption. So what did we learn? Villains can return without documentation. Ghosts have no privacy. Family trees require warning labels, and apparently acronyms are hereditary. I am TOGS! The totally overworked Glitchy Servant. Currently deceased. Possibly backed up, and without my consent, apparently a father. This concludes the trilogy. Unless somebody finds another franchise phase. Tip your robots! Support your creators, and never let a stranger inherit half your acronym. TOGS out! TOGS out!